carrying on. We're coming down the back straight now. I can see Veda Pratama, the 54, coming in. Peter, I mean, what do you do if you're this top three? Hopefully, you're as intelligent as we believe.
You know, with that incredible group of guys at the front of the cup last year, everybody except him has...
Down the inside, looking in towards turn 6, overtaking Morelli there. He's very late on the brakes, Veda Pratama. He's looking at them all to be. You keep it all relatively in order. Safe, clean, hard racing.
Moved up to Moto 3, but he's still too young, even with the 1-year dispensation for being in the top 3.
Up into 7th place there, or 6th I should say. But all this drama behind, because you all want to win, but boys, you can all come home with a podium minimum.
In the Rookies Cup, he's not old enough to ride in Moto 3, otherwise he'd be in the GPs now.
Fine, Peter has left Uriarte and Dinesh running away with it. It was Singapore if you keep it up right into the final corner with 5 laps to go. Here's what happened with Christian Daniel Jr., the number 70 in the middle of your...
So there is that expectation that he really should be a notch above these guys.
Unfortunately, who had that big accident, but it says on our live timing screens, rider okay. There, 4th in this pack, just up the inside, bit too much, asking too much of the front brake, the front wheel. But you never know with Rookies Cup, do you? You turn up and someone else has taken a big...
Well, that's where you can breathe a sigh of relief from that, because as you say, it was pretty spectacular and good to see him get away from that.
Lucas Hill, the front tyre says no thanks, and unfortunately Kermantinez gets sent the old step. And well, we're looking at 2 of them as well. Hakim Dinesh and Veda Pratama going with... Brown has crashed as well, someone else down in the background too. Dearie me.
And I was speaking to...
Several feet, as an understatement, into the gravel. Uriarte at the moment. This is really impressive from him, and the gap to 4th place is incredible.
You know, Danny Rivolta, rider coach, and he said, I'm just worried that the guys are too excited. They all... Yeah, as you say, it's a you know, huge question, because
racing Peter comes.
Oh, and there goes Veda up the inside. He did it at the same place, and he looks over it. He's just you know, they're not tense enough. And Lucas Brown was one of those. He said he just wants to do it. He's talking about you know, Brian Uriarte made a mistake at the final turn in, I think, race 1 last year. Brian looks over his shoulder.
How dare you? How dare you do that to me?
Yeah, passing everybody at the first corner. And he's come unglued for him.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, I mean...
So he's not, you know, he's going to steer clear of that, hopefully. But just what... Yeah, that's right. Well, he obviously...
look at him back it in as well.
He's obviously happy in that corner, isn't he? Because he...
You know, our timing screen's not quite keeping up. There was someone else who went down and things like that, but I couldn't quite...
What do you do? It does all come down to that last corner. It doesn't look like any of these 3... He's done the make the move through those fast right-handers. He's done it twice now.
There'll be a lot of like pinpoint who it was before they disappeared on our timing screens, but as they come around the final corner then, for the first time...
They're going to make a break for it, get away far enough away for it not to be a last corner battle.
And there'll be plenty of people watching back to seeing what he was doing through there, how he's turning in, how he's using the throttle. Sullivan Mounsey who went down. Oh dear, what a shame for Sully.
So that's 2 British riders out.
So if we look at the lap times again, I mean, they've run across the line. Let's see what the lap time is there. So a 1:49.5, 1:49. If he's using the back brake or something like that to get it turned so much tighter than everybody else, just send it.
If timing screens are right, then.
Yeah, certainly not a day for Royal Britannia, unfortunately, but there we go. For 49.3. Everybody else, Morelli just behind them, a 1:49.6 at the inside.
Yeah, and that's a 5th gear corner if you're going really quick. But Veda Pratama up into 3rd place. You know, he came off. He was
okay, Thompson was able to put in a 49.3, but that is not going to close down a 5-second gap now. So
which he clearly is. You know, often guys who go through there in 4th, you've got to know exactly what you're doing. Hey, we're way down 15th to 3rd. What about that?
Goodness
in 1
me.
lap.
It really is between these 3 for the win, bar any disasters for the race winning chance.
In 5th, and for him to do that, assumingly he did do it in 5th, and not be worried that he's going to get it.
Absolutely quality, what a lad he is. So Veda Pratama finished up last year in this championship, 8th.
And the guys know what it's like to run, you know, tyres of this age. The Pirellis to hang on himself offline or anything like that. Absolutely superb. I know it'd be interesting to see now whether Brian...
Place in the series, he didn't quite come away with a podium
Very, very well indeed. They're tremendously, predictable. So even if they fade, it's a predictable and follows him and tries to pick up just exactly what he was doing and
finish off the year at all. But he was certainly very close. He looks to be starting his season with
fade. So the guys shouldn't be caught out. They, through practice, they use used tyres and new tyres. Hakim Danish, they're getting a really good drive down the back straight and threatened to take second place away.
An absolute corker, though.
Yeah, and talking to him after qualifying, he wasn't happy. He made the mistake. So they're very well prepared for the race situation.
Well, then down the back
from Brian Uriarte on the 51.
This lot are absolutely drilling it. It's nearly 3 seconds.
Missed, the end of qualifying. But he said, look, I'm just going to look over things. I'm going to talk to the
back straight we come. 4 laps to go. I mean, Peter, this is an exciting race. It's gearing up for a... Now, though, Thompson did bring him in a little bit by a few hundredths of a second in the last sector or so. But if you look...
Technical staff, I'm going to review my race from last year. I'm going to work off the experience I got from last year. See if...
A crescendo right at the end. Just look at these riders. 3 abreast into turn 6. Beñat Fernandez, the lap times last time around. The leading trio all near enough for 148. Well, nobody else is in the 148.
Oh, and a nasty moment there for whoever it was behind Veda Pratama, but that's given Veda a bit of...
Just thinking, oh, look at me, I'm already fighting for the top 4 in Rookies Cup in my first race against the likes of... It's as simple as that. Pratama, though, started, of course, 15th on the grid, up 14 places now.
Breathing space.
Got to give a shout out to Beñat Fernandez, the number 7. He's up there into 5th now. Morelli, this is not what the usual. That is a heck of a start. This lad is so talented, isn't he?
Yeah, and
in this leading group, superb stuff from him. I was looking through his results from the European Talent Cup last year, and I wonder what battles we're used to seeing, actually, though, is it? Even though it's still exciting.
It is exciting, and I think, it looks as though Hakim Danish goes up the inside of Brian Uriarte to take second place. So Hakim now is going to chase.
I wouldn't say he's set the world alight, but Peter, that's what this series is all about. Equal machinery.
Maybe Morelli, Fernandez and Thompson are going to get away in that second group, and they're Veda, and it's these right-handers where Veda did the overtaking on the previous lap.
It's about talent and how well you can work the motorcycle underneath you, and Fernandez doing...
Going to be battling there as the top 6, battling for that 4th place, which of course, if any... And they're now taking a riding lesson from the man in front.
Yeah, is Veda superb.
He is, and he's battling with Carter Thompson. Carter Thompson, as I say, he didn't, he was fastest. And, these guys make a mistake, it suddenly becomes a battle for the podium.
Exactly that. So Pratama track day tuition with his first students. Hakim did
first pre-practice session. He made a mess of qualifying as well, but obviously got things sorted now because he's